The largest event dedicated to duck hunters in North America is taking flight today in downtown Little Rock.
It's the Delta Waterfowl Duck Hunters Expo at the State House Convention Center, and our resident duck hunter himself, Scott Covert, is live all morning long with what we can expect, and he's already had some amazing special guests. He's got another one coming up for you.
Yeah, guys, this is one of the biggest events for duck hunters. It's actually the largest gathering of duck hunters, not just in the United States, but all of North America. Look, there's a lot of vendors. There's a lot of really cool stuff. There's a lot of seminars and speakers, and there's duck dogs. You name it. If it's a waterfowl related, it's here. But there's also some really cool craftsmanship also going on. We're joined by Pat from Illinois this morning. Now, you're somewhat of a world champion decoy carver, and I see some of your work here. Talk to me about the art of what you do.
Well, basically, because I like to hunt over my own decoys, my great-grandfather did it over 100 years ago. I like to get out and I like to hunt my own decoys, Nothing against plastic decoys, but I like my own. And, it's just a real big buzz when the ducks lock into the decoys and come in. I mean, that's just an absolute thrill. And so I just enjoy making my own. Retired, and really just enjoy getting my hands dirty, and making decoys.
And you're still using tools that you said this what do we call this?
This is a draw knife. So this is over 100 years old. This was my great-granddad's draw knife. He made thousands of decoys. He lived in an era where you couldn't get plastic decoys, and so he made his own. And this made all his decoys, and it's made all mine. And so still works, can shave off wood quite quick.
So part of the draw for duck hunters is tricking those ducks to come in, to have a good call and to have good decoys. And you're literally making your own. Like, that's an extra element of the challenge.
It really is. At my age, I really like to enrich my experience. I like to go out and, sometimes the ducks aren't always coming in. And, personally, I like to look at nice decoys on the water.
So this is one in progress.
It is.
Could you show us a finished product?
Sure.
Okay, so that thing looks like it could be alive and fly away from us.
Well,
it's that detailed.
Yeah, species-wise, this is what they call a blue-winged teal. It flies pretty much all the flyways. In Illinois, it flies our Mississippi flyway, and we get a lot of blue wings. We hunt a lot of blue wings, so obviously decoy makers carve the species that fly their flyway. And so this is the finished product, and this is in process. The wood is white cedar, and the heads are white pine.
Got time for one last question here. How long does it take to make one decoy?
I like to say 3 hours, okay? An hour on the head, an hour on the body, an hour on the paint. I really like to keep my time down because they are hunting decoys. They're not really a decorative piece.
Yeah. All right, so if you want to learn how to carve your own duck decoys, you better get started now. And by the time it actually turns cold enough to have some ducks, maybe you can hunt with them.